Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with part 3 of my November book haul. This is a mixed bag of books. Some are from charity shops, some are brand new, and I love them all. So without much further ado, let's get into the books. So the first one is a book that I have never heard about before. I've never seen it anywhere, and when I did see it I thought, I'm having it because it sounds glorious. It is Dear Madam President, an open letter to the women who will run the world by Jennifer Palmieri. This sounds absolutely amazing, and I've read the first few pages of this and I can't wait to actually properly dive in. This just sounds brilliant. All across the world, women are rising to incredible heights of leadership in their communities, in their careers, and in public office. One of them will become America's first woman president. This book is for them, and for all women seeking to cast off a man's version of how a woman leader should act, talk, and dress. In Dear Madam President, Jennifer Palmieri uses hard-earned experiences and lessons from her days in politics, including the Obama White House and the Hillary Clinton presidential campaign, to pen an open letter to the first woman president of the United States and all women seeking positions of power. She offers a new model of leadership and demonstrates that women can best serve by being themselves. Drawing on Palmieri's many years of experience in the halls of power, Dear Madam President provides moving, relatable and empowering advice for any woman with the ambition to be heard and to make a difference. So this came out in 2018, so it was 2 years after President Trump was elected to the office of President of the United States, and we didn't get our first female president in Hillary Clinton. I think this is still very at the forefront of today's world, but we now have a female vice president who is a woman of colour. She is black and of Asian descent as well, which is just incredible. I have no words. It's just an amazing thing for women all across the world. Obviously I am not a woman, but I would say that I was a male feminist, and it is such a thing. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to this Dear Madam President by Jennifer Palmieri, because it sounds absolutely amazing, and I wonder how telling it will be for our future, and the future of politics around the globe. Excited about this one. So the next one I have is a book that I've seen loads. I've seen it everywhere, and I've seen a lot about this author, and I think I own currently one book by this author, and it was a book of essays which came out just after lockdown, and it was Intimations. I have not read it yet because I'm a terrible human being, but when I saw this I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'm going to pick this up because I've heard so many good things about it. It's On Beauty by Zadie Smith. The cover is just gorgeous as well. And I can't wait to get to this because it sounds absolutely amazing. Why do we fall in love with the people we do? Why do we visit our mistakes on our children? What makes life truly beautiful? Set in New England mainly and London partly, On Beauty concerns a pair of feuding families, the Belseys and the Kippses, and a clutch of doomed affairs. It puts low morals among high ideals and asks some searching questions about what life does to love. For the Belseys and the Kippses, the confusions, both personal and political, of our uncertain age are about to be brought close to home, right to the heart of family. That just sounds so powerful, and like I say, I have heard amazing things, not only about this book, but about all of this writer's work. And I haven't read any of it yet, which is criminal. on my part. I'm terrible, bad human being. But hopefully get to this one soon. So the next one, when I saw this, I had to get it. Even though I've never read any of these books, I have seen the cartoon of this book when I was, or rather this book character, when I was a kid. I haven't seen the two modern movies that have been made in the last few years. But I need to make it a goal that in 2021 I will read these books. How to Be More Paddington by Michael Bond, and this is a book of kindness, and it's illustrated by Peggy Fortnum. This is just absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to get to it. Like I say, I haven't read any of the Paddington books, but I need to. It's a goal for 2021 for me, and this is just stunning. Some of the pictures in the book are picked out in watercolour, and some of them are, I just love this one, Paddington in the bath. And some of them are just done as black and white line drawings. Let's find. Okay, so clearly Paddington has gone off to, I'm going to assume it's Buckingham Palace, because there's a Beefeater Manny with his big bearskin hat on and his bayonet. And there's Paddington doffing his hat to him. I can't wait to get to this. This just, it's beautiful. And when I saw it, I was like, that's mine. I'm having that. Welcome to the wise and wonderful world of everyone's favourite bear. Paddington Bear is a beacon of happiness, well-meaning, funny, and always kind. Explore Paddington's unique and universal take on life in this very special collection of warm words about friendship, family, love, laughter, and everything in between. It just sounds so heartwarming, and I think we all need that at this time of year, and especially because of what we're all going through at the moment. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. So the next one, I can't remember why I picked this up. I like everyone, well, I would assume, like most people, I'm not going to say everyone because possibly not. Like most people, I have seen lots of the comedy shows that these two men have made. Sadly, both are no longer with us. But the legacy that they left behind is second to none. The comedy and the jokes and the joy that they gave to the world are, like, again, second to none. This is And It's Goodnight from Him, the autobiography of the Two Ronnies by Ronnie Corbett. It's the Two Ronnies. It's Goodnight from Him and It's Goodnight from Him. If you haven't seen the Ronnies, they were a comedy duo throughout, I think, the 60s, 70s and 80s, I want to say, and possibly beyond. But their brand of comedy, it was like slapstick, and it was a play on words, and it was just so classically funny. I love it. And It's Goodnight from Him is Ronnie Corbett's story of a partnership and friendship so close that throughout all the years that the two Ronnies worked together, there was rarely a cross word between them. Their chemistry, both on and off screen, allowed them to become one of our best loved comedy double acts. On the 1st of April 1971, the Two Ronnies aired for the first time on the BBC. Okay, so it was just the 70s, they didn't do the 60s. It quickly became one of the most successful and long-running television comedy shows ever on British television, and its stars, Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett, became national treasures. For millions of people during the 70s and 80s, the Two Ronnies were Saturday night. Now, for the first time, Ronnie Corbett takes us beyond the screen image of the much-loved show and lets us amble with him along the continuous round corridor of the BBC, aka the Acton Hilton, and plunges us into the nostalgic world of the legendary duo that brought us Charlie Farley and Piggy Malone. But first, the news. Ronnie in the Chair, memorable serials such as The Worm That Turned and The Phantom Raspberry Blower of London Town, the elaborate musical finales, and not forgetting some of the most beloved sketches of all time, Mastermind and Fork Handles. Fork Handles. But this isn't just a book about the adored characters, the Two Ronnies. It's an intricate journey back to the beginning of Barker's and Corbett's early careers, when their paths first crossed at the Buckstone Club, and how the two came together to star regularly on The Frost Report. It's also about two exceptionally unique men, one a quiet, private person who found it hard to speak directly to an audience as himself, unless he was in character, and the other outgoing and confident, with an acute sense of comic timing and ease with the public. Ronnie Corbett's account of a very special relationship is at once honest, funny, and incredibly touching. And I just cannot wait to get to it. I love the end papers as well, because they're like pages from a script, and it's just lovely. And I can't wait to get to this. Again, when that happens, who knows? And it just so happens that I opened the book to this lovely picture of them peeking through curtains. I love it. Okay, so the very last book in my part 3 of my November book haul is an autobiography, memoir, by possibly one of our funniest modern comedians working today. This gentleman's humour is very out there. It's very acerbic. It's very innuendo-filled and double entendre galore. It is Tom Allen's No Shame, and this is his autobiography of growing up as a gay man and becoming the comedian that he is today. When I was 16, I dressed in Victorian clothing in a bid to distract people from the fact that I was gay. It was a flawed plan. No Shame is a very funny, candid and emotional ride of a memoir by one of our most beloved comedians, the working class son of a coach driver and the youngest member of the Noel Coward Society. Tom Allen grew up in 90s suburbia as the eternal outsider. In these hilarious, honest and heartbreaking stories, Tom recalls observations on childhood, his adolescence, the family he still lives with, and his attempts to come out and negotiate the gay dating scene. They are written with his trademark caustic wit and warmth, and will entertain, surprise, and move you in equal measure. I can't wait to get to this, and hopefully I can before November ends, and this will be a welcome addition to my non-fiction November reading list. I have to read Josh Whittaker's blurb on the back because it's hilarious. Tom Allen is one of the funniest comedians in the UK, the best dressed man I know, and now it turns out he is a superb writer. I hate him. I just love it. Everything about this. I'm so excited to get to it. So there we go. That was the end, or is the end, of my part 3 of my November book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't rattle on too much and made some little bit of sense. But yeah, I'll let you go and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.